Dwane?
Yes.
Before the game, and I have it written here, you said this was a night where Ben Uzo could go hog wild.
I said that?
You said that before the game.
I meant hog wild. You're right. He did. He had a heck of a game, and it was so sweet for the young man, too. Coming in a situation like this is very difficult to do. Coming in on a 10-day contract, you know, I doubted his point guard skills at the time, but I just watched a young man grow in his 2 10-day contracts, and that's what basketball for me is all about. You know, the X and O's, but it's a people's business to watch his confidence grow, him grow as a young man, as a point guard in this league. And then for him to do it against his former team is beautiful. And, you know, that for me is what it's all. It was very, very rewarding watching those young guys play and give the effort they did. And, you know, 5 guys playing the whole second half was great. I think it was first triple-double since 2003, 2001. You know, short him a year. But he did a heck of a job, and I just thanked all the guys for their effort. Again, this game was meaningless, you know, and you know, but they came out and laid it on the line and played for 48 minutes.
Talked about this game as an opportunity for guys fighting for spots next year to stand out. Mm-hmm. Was there anyone specifically aside from Ben that stood out today?
Ben played really well. Allen Anderson played solid. All the guys that played really. Ed Davis, you know, he had his career high. This is the final right here. I don't have a final, but he had his. There you go. He had his career high, at 24. So all those guys did a heck of a job and played, and you know, again, I was more worried about the fatigue more than anything else, and they fought through it, and that's probably the most minutes Solo has played since he's been here. So, but again, I applaud the guys in the effort.
Why no Amir and no Kleza?
Why no Amir and no Kleza? Because we wanted to look at the young players play. I want to see Solo play. I want to see James Johnson, Ben Uzo. I know who Kleza is. I know who Amir is. I know what they can do. And that's what these last couple of weeks have been about, is getting those guys as many minutes as possible. And those guys played, and, you know, we didn't play James Johnson in the second half. And because those guys earned it. Allen Anderson fighting for his life. Ben Uzo's fighting for his life. Solo's fighting for his life. And Eddie Davis is trying to get there. So that's the reason why.
Saw a winning mentality from some guys that may be at the end of the bench next year. Right. Is that something that rubs off on a team?
No question. I love that. And I loved our veteran guys who were down there cheering. They knew more about Ben's triple-double than I did. I had no clue until the players on the bench were keeping up with it. But I just, you know, I didn't have to say a word to the players. I mean, you know, Ben, I called a couple plays for Ben, but the rest of the time he was calling the plays, and that just showed his growth of knowing our offensive package, and he was out there calling plays, recognizing when they were in zone or man, and you know, he did a good job. I didn't have to call. I don't think I did call a timeout, if I don't remember correctly. I don't think so. Mandatory, maybe. So,
we appreciate it.
Oh, I had you guys in mind when I did that. But again, I'll see a lot of you tomorrow. But I want to thank you guys for doing. That's one of the big, not surprises, but one of the things I've been impressed about is the media coverage and how big basketball is in the city of Toronto, and that's going to be a selling point of ours through free agency. And I've been totally impressed. I haven't agreed with a lot of you, but it doesn't mean you have a great feel for the game, and my hat is off to you, and look forward to us getting this thing turned around and working with you and around you the next few years.